What's going on? What's going on, man? It's your boy RichinFaithTV, man. We back in the building. We back working, and I got a close friend of mine that been rocking with me since day one, Ponzo Houdini, aka Kickbox. Pop your shit, dog.
You, it's Ponzo Houdini, Cake Boss. You know I had to fly in from Buffalo, New York to come check out my guy. He got shit rocking. I done watched his platform go from 0 to 100 real quick.
Real quick. Yeah, man. Let's talk about you as a director or a producer, movie producer. We gonna get on the music. But let's talk about the Epidemic. That's a really dope movie, man. I like the way how you put it together. I like the storyline, and I like the ending of it. So, man, how did you put that together, really?
Well, I was releasing an album called Epidemic, and then I decided to not go with the traditional release music videos and stuff like that, which I did release music videos as well. I decided to say, you know what, web series was lit. People want to, watch something that transcend the music. So what I did was I said, you know what, I'm gonna just come up with a web series. So I got my cameraman, which is a part of my label, and I just said, you know what, we just about to put this shit together. We ain't got no scripts, we ain't had no nothing. We just went and I just came up with everything, freestyled every scene, every person that was a part of it. They just was on the humbug, like, yo, I'm about to do this. You want to be a part of it? Come on. People ain't never act before a day in their life. You know what I'm saying? And I just put them put them on my platform, and the shit started going crazy.
That's dope. So it was a web series. That's why you broke it down into four
segments. Yeah. And I wanted it to be something like quick.
It was watchable. It was very watchable.
I didn't want it to be because people
too long. I understand.
Yeah, because people attention spans are getting shorter and shorter. So I wanted to be something like, okay, quick 20 minutes, quick 30 minutes. Then they like, damn, what the next one coming out? And now I built up a demand for it. So now it's like, okay, I gotta keep it going.
I feel it because I like with part one. I like what you did with part one and part two. You made like 15 minutes, and then part three was like 28, 20. So and I felt myself like really like getting through the whole thing because it's really watchable. You won't lose no attention when you're watching it because you got real life stuff going on. And I like the way how you reenact things that really went on in your life when you was working at the telemarketer. So did you really get fired like that in real time in your real life when it came? Because I remember you got successful with that shit. So
definitely.
Yeah. So how that happen?
Well, just me. When I first started doing that type of business, I got a job fresh out of high school. I was 18. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying, I was kind of hustling at the time as well. And at the time I didn't think working a job was more important than me hustling because I was making way more money hustling. Then once I discovered that, you know what I'm saying, I could serve to my fellow employees, that then it was like, oh shit, I like going to work now. Now my customers is at my job. So, I end up getting fired, not for getting caught for selling drugs at work, but it was in regards to that. You know what I mean?
I really understand that, man. With the album you just put out, Hustling Dreams, I see you selling it right now for $9. And I really admire your style as an artist and as a businessman because you put things in place for yourself that makes sense and just not doing shit for free. Yeah, so why did you set this price at $9?
Well, it's actually $9.99, $10, and I feel like you gotta train people how to treat you. So if you keep giving out all free shit, then when they see you and they see your name and your brand, they gonna think, oh, I ain't paying for that shit. He do free shit all the time. So it's just consistently showing them that when they see this brand, Cake Boss Life, or Ponzo Houdini or whatever, they know that it's a price to be paid for that, and the price gonna keep going up because the brand gonna keep growing. It's gonna keep getting popular, and more things are gonna keep happening. I'm gonna keep putting more and more work, and my resume gonna keep building. So you know what I mean? That's basically just getting people to understand that this is a business here, and you got to pay for what you want. If you want it, pay for it. You know what I mean? Or if you don't, go to the next person.
I feel that. According to your YouTube, you put out over 49 videos out, and you accumulated over 200,000 views. So how are these labels coming to you? Because they see that you can bring in your own numbers and manage your own business. So how are they coming at you?
Realistically, it's still 360 because I'm not doing hundreds of millions of views yet, or even tens of millions of views yet. So it's more of a 360, and they really not trying to give me too much money up front. Just like the last time we spoke, I was telling you about. They're really not trying to give me, which I'm not really concerned about the upfront money because I do all right in life right now where I can sustain without getting the upfront money. My biggest thing is ownership, having ownership in shit that I started and my intellectual property that I created, and also the numbers on the back end being right to where I'm getting a large portion of the pie, or at least 50-50 if they're gonna be putting up a lot of the bread and doing a lot of the shit. You know what I'm saying? But I just can't be in no situation where I'm doing all this work and you give me a large money up front and then I don't get shit on the back end, which is the real bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, residuals.
I feel that. That's how that shit happened. I'm glad in the interview, before we did, you gave us a lot of game about that 360 thing.
Definitely.
And that shit ridiculous. So when you get a shout out from legends like Bow Wow, that and say that I'm fucking with your song like me,
right.
What does that do for you?
It just let me know that I'm doing the right thing. Like I was just in Cali for Grammy weekend, and I met with a label exec, my man Dez, and he was
like I said, man, you doing it, man. You've been doing it for over a decade.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? You got years in this shit, so man, your time is now.
Definitely 2020. That's why I said I'm gonna sign my first major deal in 2020.
Yeah.
Movies gonna be going crazy. Everything gonna go crazy. I'm gonna put on a lot of other people in this year. You know what I'm saying? Do some more business, open up some more companies. Invest in some more people and shit like that.
That's dope, man. So what label are you looking to sign with? Or you want to join?
Realistically, I mean, I'm not even biased to the label. I'm just, long as the conversation is right to where they understand what I'm trying to do. And, of course, I'm understanding what they can offer, you know what I'm saying, and what I can offer back in return. It's not nothing to be as far as biased because it's just the fact that I want the right situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm not so much of, y'all got to just give me a whole bunch of money up front. Of course, I'm going to want something, but it don't have to be, okay, $10 million up front, and then I don't own nothing at the end of the day, or you know what I mean, taking ownership of everything. You know what I'm saying? I want it to make sense for both parties, because I know it's a business relationship at the end of the day. I don't want them to lose, and I don't want to lose as well, you know what I'm saying? Because when I do sign this deal, I got other artists that's under my label that, you know what I'm saying, and other artists that I look to sign potentially soon, so I got to make sure it's the right situation for everybody. I can't just, you know what I mean? Like, I'm responsible for a lot of people and a lot of things, so my bad decision can affect everybody. Well, it will affect everybody. Just like my good decision is going to reward everybody.
Yeah. So put me in that mind frame. Having a label, but being an artist yourself and having other artists under you. Right. How do you divide the time with helping them with their music and still doing your music? Because a lot of times when artists are signed under other artists, they don't always get the right attention and enough attention that they need. Right. So how would you give your artists the right attention?
See, the thing is with me is we do team meetings, and also any new knowledge that I get, I send it to them, and not so much as I just give them all the knowledge, which I do that too. I drop jewels on everybody, but I also let them research their own shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if I just give you everything, then you won't work for nothing. Uh-huh. So what I do is I research shit, and then I send them the same link. Now you got to read up on it on your own, or you know what I'm saying, or the same YouTube.
So this is a personal question, man.
Okay.
So when I was watching part 1 of Epidemic, when you was just waking up, you was basically just talking about like, man, you just got out of jail, but you working this job, but the job's not doing enough. Right. You're gonna have to go back to your old ways.
Right.
Now I have people, supporters, and I have viewers that probably deal with that same situation, bro. So you want to do right and stay going down the right path, but you have the temptation of money, streets, and everything around you want to pull you back to that lifestyle when you want to just stay. And in the movie, you had to kill a snitch because you couldn't go to jail for your kids, so you had to knock the snitch out.
Right.
So, like, what if you don't want to be put in that position, bro? What would be your advice to like just stand down with whatever you're doing? How would you move?
I mean, just for my advice to the listeners and everybody, and just for everybody in general, I would say that, just come with a plan. Think of a plan. Like the same energy we put into the street life and into the fast money, we could put into the legit money and make way more. You know what I'm saying? It might take a little longer and it might take a little bit more work. But guess what? You know what I mean? You ain't got to worry about going to jail. You got to worry about getting robbed or killing somebody or somebody trying to kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like, those things can still happen, but it lowers the risk of those things happening. And I know it's hard, especially when you're used to getting fast money. Like, man, I done been through so many nights where I was tempted to go jump back out there because shit just wasn't moving right. Like when my business is not moving the way that, you know what I'm saying? Because things happen. Things is up and down these days. So when business not moving right or the music not paying, nigga, I still got bills to pay. Because guess what? When the money slow up, them bills still the same. So like if you was making a few $100,000 a year and you still got this $20,000, $15,000, $10,000, $20,000 budget that has to be covered expenses per month, and then the money slow down to where you're only making 10, 20, 30 a month. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like shit changed, but you still got to keep up with that lifestyle. So, you like, damn, I got to figure out what I'm going to do. So it get rough though, you know what I'm saying? But you just got to plan just set a plan and then just don't spend beyond your means. You know what I mean? You just have to stop living by what you see on the internet, because that's mostly the problem. You know what I'm saying? When you see everybody look like they winning in the internet, but they not posting their struggles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because everybody, even the richest niggas go through financial struggles.
Yeah.
Not saying that they broke, but they go through financial situations. You know what I mean? Even if a motherfucker making a few million a year, that don't mean that he rich, because that same person making a few million a year probably spending a few million a year to make that few million. And now he's breaking even. So you just the same as a nigga that don't got a job that's panhandling on the corner.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's just all about spending habits and saving and just being smart with your money, which I'm still learning to do, because, you know what I'm saying, I have times where I get impulsive and want to go shopping on the motherfucking internet online and shit, or going to the stores and go crazy for me and my kids. So it's like, you know, it's a learning experience every day, man. We got to grow, you know what I'm saying, and just one step forward to get better.
So what age were you when you got to that point?
Man, I'm still learning today.
Yeah, I'm saying, but I mean, you've been.
But honestly though, bro, I always had a good head on my shoulders. Like, even when I was in grade school coming up, I used to be on a high honor roll in grammar school and shit like that. Like, I wasn't always in the streets, but this shit was my environment. So I ended up having to adapt to it, because it's either you be the predator or you be the prey. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And Epidemic, that movie. Well, I thought it was a movie. You said it was a web series.
It's actually.
I thought it was a movie.
Call it
I looked at it as a movie.
You know what I'm saying?
But in that movie, you can kind of see like why you made some of the decisions you made. You know what I'm saying? It was situational. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't necessarily feel like in the movie, I don't feel like you wanted to kill dude.
Yeah,
because you had to kill dude.
Because you have to think about it. At the end of the day. And I'm not any way, shape, or form trying to promote violence.
Yeah, never that.
But I'm just saying, it's like, it's either me or you, bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, he felt like he had to snitch because he had a family, and I felt like I had to kill him because I got a family. Yeah. So it was like either me or you. Yeah. I'd rather your mama cry than my mama cry. You feel me?
And that's what your girl said in the movie. Y'all like, shit, I got a family too. What you mean? So yeah, that's crazy, man. So let's jump back. You know, you got the movie thing going on, you got the music going on, so we could just get to jumping back and forth. Definitely. But let's jump back to like the music. So you just dropped your newest video, Pressure, January 24th, man, featuring DNA. Yeah. And now it's over 16,000 views just in a few days. Right. So how did you and DNA link up and start doing music with each other?
Well, first and foremost, I'm a fan of, you know, the battle rap culture. You know what I mean? Being from the state of New York, Buffalo, though, you know, we came up on bars and, you know, battle rap and being able to spit. So, you know, URL is taking over, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's getting bigger and bigger. That platform is really blowing up. And bro being one of the most popular and most viewed battle rappers and most successful battle rappers, you know, it was only right for me to reach out, you know what I mean, and see what was going on. Had a conversation with him, and, you know, it made sense to, let's drop some music. The song ended up being even better than, you know, I thought it was going to be, because you got to understand, he's a battle rapper. Most battle rappers can't really transition over to doing regular music. Yeah. But it was that song is a fucking banger, one of the nicest songs on the album. And shit, you know, I just appreciate bro for even rocking with a nigga, you heard?
That's dope. You know, one thing I like about your music, you stay in your lane, you keep your style. You don't try to rap like you from Atlanta, LA. Definitely. Keep Buffalo, New York. Definitely. Cake Boss movement, how you coming, and I like that, because, you know, everybody try to jump on everybody's lane. We don't get no originality no more. You understand what I'm saying?
And I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I had a show last night here in Atlanta, and you know what I'm saying, I don't take nothing from the young guys, because I respect what they doing and I like they hustle and they energy. But most of the young guys I do hear, they sound like their favorite rapper. Yeah. So it sound like if I'm listening to Young Thug, I'm going to the booth and this song gonna be like a Young Thug track. Yeah. And last night I was at a show, you know what I mean, guy, crazy energy. You know what I'm saying? Definitely crazy energy. I didn't understand what he was saying, but energy was crazy, nice performance. But the whole song sounded like it was NBA YoungBoy. If I would have closed my eyes and just been listening, I'd have been like, oh, NBA YoungBoy is on stage right now.
But see, you know, those guys get influenced by the people they hear.
That's what I said. That's what I'm saying. Right. And he said that I've been rapping for a year, so that means you listen to NBA YoungBoy and then...
I think the young man that was on the lineup, he's a pretty good rapper coming out of the South Side named Booty. Shout out to him.
He was on there. He did his thing. Like, shout out to bro. I just linked with him last night, too. Booty. You know what I'm saying? We exchanged information last night.
He got a movement. You know, I remember him before he even started rapping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I know he got his own movement, his own style, because he from the South Side. So
okay.
Shout
out the South Side.
Yeah.
I'm from downtown in my area, so that's like the South Side too.
Hell yeah! So shout out to Blue Tay. And then with some other people, Scott for the Plug, Cooley.
Yep, Scott for the Plug, fire. He sound like Rollo.
Right, yeah, you know what I'm saying? He fire. He
I'm telling you, like it was some dope artists. A couple of them I didn't really connect with, but for the most part, was some good acts out there. You know what I'm saying?
But I know
the energy.
I know when you got on stage, you gave a
breath of fresh air.
Yeah, you know how you was
coming. Fresh air, I can guarantee you that my shit didn't sound like nobody else. So it was like,
who the fuck
is this dude?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
So okay, so on SoundCloud you got 16 songs out, but your song that's doing the most numbers right now is Southern Drugs, and it's a remix. It got 82,000 plays. You know what I'm saying? So did you know it was gonna do that?
No, it was actually a remix that my boy Jigger shot. Free Bro, Mafia boy Jigger, man, doing a 5-piece called with a hammer and shit.
Oh, he gonna come on so fire.
Yeah. He probably got like 2 more years or some shit like that. But Free Bro, I ended up doing the joint with him right before he went to jail, and I mean, I told him, man, I got you, bro. I'm gonna put it out on my platform, and that shit went crazy. It was actually the When We, that was the Tank remix.
R&B. So
right,
do your
fans, we trapped that shit out.
Yeah, I trapped that shit out. So do your fans prefer you to be on the R&B lane, or they want to hear you give Cake Boss bars?
See, the thing is, me personally, I'm at that age where I'm right in the middle of everything. So I connect with the OGs with the straight rap, hip hop spitting, and I connect with the young trappy hip hop melodic crowd too. So I have to serve both demographics. I can't leave one demographics out. Now, sometimes one demographic would be mad at me because on that project I didn't do enough for them, and then on this opposite, you know what I'm saying? So each project I try to serve a different audience, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's dope, man.
So like, just for instance, You Know the Vibes, I was serving more of my hip hop core fan base. It was more traditional rapping going on. Of course, I put a couple records on there that would feed my other, you know what I'm saying, till I drop something. Now, Hustler Dreams, it fits the mold of my trappy, you know what I'm saying, melodic crowd. So.
Yeah. Hey, man, I feel it, man. I mean, you know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's all the science to the shit, man. If you ain't got a plan, you just out here freestyling. Not too much. You're not gonna get too far in this shit because you're gonna be just spinning your wheels and shit. Yeah,
and sometimes a lot of people, I find a lot of people doing things, just hopping into certain things, like starting things up, start rapping, start doing movies, start taking pictures, start podcasting, start everything, but not really just have a written plan and just know, you know, because like I feel like this is my life. You understand what I'm saying? Definitely. So this is what I do every day around the clock. So I never put myself out there if I don't got no plan, because this is my life. This is what nigga gonna do till you die. Over this last decade, you know, put out 12 albums.
Right.
The most successful one you put out so far is You Know the Vibes in 2019. It did over 300,000 plays. So how that feel, man? Just, you know, putting out all this body of work, and you know now it's paying off, and you just staying consistent, and your fans is really like wanting your music.
Yeah, man, it's a blessing, bro. Like, I mean, I put in a lot of work over these years. Like, I've been literally rapping and shit since like 2006. I released my first music video again in 2008. First project in 2008. So to still be here doing it and still motivated, being that I haven't signed no major deals, it's a blessing, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I actually appreciate people still fucking with me after all this time.
That's smooth. So what is the difference in between the artists from What's Goody and Dream Vibes, Hustler Dreams?
Just a more seasoned and grown up. You know what I mean? When I dropped What's Goody, I was, I think 21. Was I 21? 21. Yeah, so I was 21, bro. So, you know, I was a young man, ripping and running in the streets at the core of my hustling days in the streets, selling drugs. So, you know, I was a lot of inexperience, you know, so after a lot of trials and tribulations, I'm more seasoned, more veteran, you know, and I obviously graduated from that lifestyle, so into a more, you know, legitimate lifestyle.
Smooth. So out of these 12 albums, which one do you really think you really perfected your craft on, and really you know, made people understand, like, okay, this nigga is really that?
Every album I get better and better. You know what I'm saying? I like Hustler Dreams, of course. That's the newest shit out. And the next one gonna be even better.
But Epidemic came with a whole movie.
Epidemic was fire.
Yeah, Epidemic came with a whole movie though. He has some songs of that shit. Yeah,
Epidemic was fire. Yeah. I can't lie, bro. Each album is a different vibe. So you know what I'm saying. But right now we on Hustler Dreams, so that's what I'm fucking with.
Okay.
Hustler Dreams.
Okay. So with Hustler Dreams, are we gonna have a Hustler Dream movie?
Probably not, because we about to be back in for casting for Epidemic again, because they love that storyline, so I got to keep that storyline going.
So what's okay? All right, put me in this mind frame. Let's say if you was to make a movie for Hustler Dreams,
and that's that we can't say that might still can happen.
Yeah, so what?
Because I have my own film crew, Cake Boss Life Films, Pure World Visuals. We have our own film crew, so it's like everything is in house. Yeah. That's why I said when I do sign with a major label, they not just signing a rapper that's looking at. No, they signing a whole brand. They signing a whole organization. Yeah. So it's not even gonna be them signing. It's gonna be a partnership that they coming in. It's just gonna be like, okay, I see a business that's on the rise, that's growing. Here, it's like Shark Tank. Here, we're gonna put this money into this so that we can build it up to this, and then everybody eats off the plate. Yeah,
that's dope, man. Because I really want to see that. If Hustler Dreams to be anything like Epidemic, as far as the movie, I know that shit gonna be dope.
Yeah, and thanks for the idea, man. I might I'm gonna get back with the team, and we might put that together, bro.
Hey, man, you really got because we was doing some acting when I first met you. We was doing some acting with stars, but you really got something on your hand when it comes to how you put together that movie with Epidemic. Right, that shit was beautiful, man. Definitely. So I know you getting better in time, just like with your music, bro. So that's one lane I would like to see you like take it just as serious as you take the music. Is that movie lane, because you got some on your hands.
Definitely. And not to even cut you off, but I got a part in the movie Conflicted, shot by A.K. Reed and Deuce King out of Buffalo, New York. I actually got a role in that movie. That should be dropping everywhere in June. So
damn, we Conflicted. Did you let us know? Should we know that soon?
No, it's being promoted now, so everybody should know Conflicted coming in June. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I got a part in that movie as well.
Man, that's dope, man. I mean, you doing it, man. You doing it, man. You doing it, man. You doing it, man. So I want to go back to the movie. All right. Okay. So part one, Epidemic. Dude was telling you, saying your man's told on you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Then come to find out, he 12.
he 12. And it be like that, bro. And it be like that, man. The nigga that you plug. See, that's why I left the streets alone, because the odds are against you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can make a lot of money, but that same money gonna disappear if you gotta fight cases and gotta do all type of shit. Man, listen, the odds be so stacked against you because you gotta worry about your plug telling, your customers telling, your team telling, your bitch telling, your hating ass family telling, your hating ass enemies telling, your hating ass friends telling, the cops doing their job, and a fucking average fucking regular citizen on the streets telling. It's just so many things.
Everybody was telling.
So many things stacked against you on that shit.
But I'm gonna go back to Hustler Dreams, even though it's an album. But I think in Hustler Dreams, you should show people how to move, so they won't get told on.
Right. I mean, it's really it's no foolproof way not to get told on, bro. Because you gotta interact with people. And who knows who gon' you know what I'm saying? Who knows who gon' who gonna crack under pressure? Yeah. Some motherfuckers don't even gotta be no pressure. They gonna crack just because they weak minded. Yeah. So it's just part of the game. It's just your time. It's your time. You know, and that's how I live, man. I don't sweat nothing that I can't control, because at the end of the day, if it's your time, it's your time. Just like it's my time to be successful, and I know that. You know what I'm saying? It's my turn to go to the top with this music and business and movie world. So
hey, man, because like I said, man, you doing it, man. You've been doing it for over a decade.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? You got years in this shit, so man, your time is now.
Definitely 2020. That's why I said I'm gonna sign my first major deal in 2020. Yeah. Movies gonna be going crazy. Everything gonna go crazy. I'm gonna put on a lot of other people in this year. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope,
do some more business, open up some more companies, invest in some more people and shit like that.
That's dope, man. So what label are you looking to sign with, or you wanna join?
Realistically, I mean, I'm not even biased to the label. I'm just, long as the conversation is right to where they understand what I'm trying to do, and of course I'm understanding what they can offer, you know what I'm saying, and what I can offer back in return. It's not nothing to be as far as biased, because it's just the fact that I want the right situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm not so much of, oh, y'all gotta just give me a whole bunch of money up front. Of course I'm gonna want something, but it don't have to be, okay, 10 million up front and then I don't own nothing at the end of the day, or y'all, you know what I mean, taking ownership of everything. You know what I'm saying? I want it to make sense for both parties, because I know it's a business relationship at the end of the day. I don't want them to lose, and I don't want to lose as well. You know what I'm saying? Because when I do sign this deal, I got other artists that's under my label that, you know what I'm saying, and other artists that I look to sign potentially soon. So I got to make sure it's the right situation for everybody. I can't just, you know what I mean? Like, I'm responsible for a lot of people and a lot of things. So my bad decision can affect everybody. Well, it will affect everybody. Just like my good decision is going to reward everybody.
Yeah. So put me in that mind frame, you know, having a label, but being an artist yourself and having other artists under you. Right. How do you divide the time with helping them with their music and still doing your music? Because a lot of times when artists are signed under other artists, they don't always get the right attention and enough attention that they need. Right. So how would you give your artists the right attention?
See, the thing is with me is we do team meetings, and also any new knowledge that I get, I send it to them. And not so much as I just give them all the knowledge, which I do that too. I drop jewels on everybody, but I also let them research their own shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if I just give you everything, then you won't work for nothing. Uh-huh. So what I do is I research shit, and then I send them the same link. Now you got to read up on it on your own, or you know what I'm saying, or the same YouTube video, or the same blog, or whatever the fuck I read, or the same book, whatever I read. I send it to them, and now they put their own work in. And then it's not like they're employees. I don't treat them like employees. I treat them like partners, because we are business partners. They their own boss. They control their own destiny. Just because they're signed to my label don't mean that they're going to be successful, and it don't mean that they're going to fail. Their destiny is in their own hands. That's just like any man or any woman on this earth. Whatever you put in is what you're going to get out. So if you're thinking you're going to use my platform to get on and without doing no work, it's not going to happen. No, that's anybody's platform. You can sign right now to Atlantic or QC or anybody that's popping, my nigga, and thinking that you're going to blow. You're not going to blow unless you put the work in yourself. You know what I'm saying?
They just give you the platform.
Right. Or you can sign to Gucci. I see Gucci Man trying to get somebody $1 million in 2020. You go sign with Gucci Man right now. That's like right now. Gucci Man, give me an M right now, and I go sign with 1017. Yeah. I'm not going to be successful unless I put the work in myself.
You don't know what to do with that.
Oh, yeah, I already know. See, I already got a business plan already in place. That money is already spent appropriately. Yeah. And most of that money, and this is just a plug for you artists out there, most of that money going to be spent on marketing and promotion. Yeah. Most of the money going to be spent on marketing and promotion. Yeah. Not spending it on balling and shit. Like all this shit, most of the shit that they gonna get, an average rapper gonna spend the money on already done had and already got. Yeah. You know, the jewelry and shit like that. Like I mean, of course I'm gonna do a couple upgrades, but for the most part, I'm focused on getting the bag up first and then going to blow it. So then I can live the right way. You know what I'm saying? Instead of taking the first sack you get, no, all that shit gonna be invested first. And then on the back end, we gonna start going up. You know what I'm saying? We gonna turn it up after that.
Cause then you got another lane. You could put your music in this movie shit too.
Man, commercials, music, everything, bro. It's and that's why I said I'm a well-rounded individual, and I got a well-rounded brand, because we not only here for music, we here for sponsorships, we here for all different other type of things, motivational speaking. Like we doing everything. You know what I'm saying? We're not just a record label that just do music. We do a lot of things.
So who helped you get to that position and come up with that mind frame? I know you got somebody on your team in your back, like helping you in the way or just giving you some type of advice.
Man, the crazy part about it, bro, I had to give myself this going from in and out of jail to eventually going to prison, in and out of prison, 2 felonies later, survived street wars, you know what I'm saying, survived a whole bunch of bullshit, selling drugs, man, being through a whole lot of shit growing up as a kid. I had to force I always knew I wanted a better lifestyle. Like my initial, I need $100 million. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of things I need to do. I got kids. So, you know, I got to make sure they have a good startup when they get old enough to be able to start doing things. I want to make sure they shit is already set so they don't have to go take and do the things that I had to do to get where I'm at. So I use my own self as motivation. Like my past is my motivation. I don't want to go back there no more.
Yeah, I feel that, man. That's what I was asking you about earlier part of the interview, man. Just not trying to go back to your past life. Right. When things in your current life is probably not going the way you want it to go.
It's hard, bro. It's hard, man. Especially because one thing about life is you're going to need some money.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You know, and people say, like, money is the root of all that crazy, or money ain't everything. Money is very important in life. Man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I put family first, but money is very important. Yeah. Because when you don't got it and you still got bills and you still got shit, and it's life still out there. Life still goes on. So you got to get your money right, save it, and do whatever you got to do. But that shit is very important. Yeah, it
is very important. That's why you got to, shit, man. I don't know.
I've been broke too many times. I don't never want to go back to that life.
Yeah, I'm already knowing, G. I don't want to tell nobody that's watching this to crash out over no money. You know what I'm saying?
Don't, because you got to understand, one bad move, you can end your whole career.
Yeah.
No, you cannot put no more coins in the machine and play again. It's over. Yeah. One bad move. I got a couple homies right now that call me every day or email me on JPay, and I'm sending them videograms of me in different cities on tour and shit, and they living through me right now because they got a whole bunch of years on the calendar. Some of them got life behind their motherfucking sentence. So.
And you don't want to be on the other end of that stick, so I would tell you this. make the money you know you can make, save the money you know you can save, and pray every day and wait on God. You know what I'm saying? If you
gotta be smart, whatever you're doing. I'm not knocking people in the streets because that was a life that I had to live. But just be smart about everything you're doing. Be smart and always have an exit plan. Don't make that your final destination. Like, oh, I'm doing this for the rest of my life. Level one, and that's what I call it. I call it level one hustling. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just level one.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope. So, man, so 2020, new year, new dollar. What are your plans, man?
Well, you know, just working and keeping, being on tour, moving around. I got a new album about to drop, right? Even though I just released a joint with my homie Dirty O from the Falls. He a co-owner of Hip Hop Weekly and Armandale Vodka. Me and him, we linked up with Dark Low, Free Dark Low, OBH from Philly, Free Arab as well. We got an album is a collab album. Me, Dark Low, and Dirty O. It's called Dope Boy Secrets. And you know what I'm saying? That's that one for the streets. That's shit strictly for the streets and the people that's, you know, been through a whole bunch of trials and tribulations. So that's coming up real soon. And then I'm just gonna keep working this Hustler Dreams album. And my artist is about to release their own music and their own projects, along with, you know, we got a compilation and Epidemic web series about to continue. And I got another movie that's about to drop as well. So just movies, music, merch. We about to relaunch the Cake Boss Life clothing line. We just rebranding and shit right now. So we about to relaunch that, update the website. So just be on the lookout for everything that we got coming. It's Ponzo Houdini, Cake Boss, Cake Boss.
Hey man, so what do you see different in the dope game now? You've been doing what you've been doing over a decade, and you know I'm not sure if you're in it now. I'm not saying you're in it now, but just outside of looking in, the younger guys from when you was younger, what do you see different from how it's moving?
What I would say as far as the dope game, man, it's snitching, bro.
Yeah,
like,
a lot of that.
You know what I'm saying?
On,
just like, you know, not to even pry into, you know, what's going on in my world, but it's a lot of telling, bro. Like the people that's out here doing the most bullshit is the ones that's turning federal witness and
but why though? Why
in the courtroom for 8 hours and 4 hours or in the fucking station telling? Because a lot of these people that's in the streets, bro, not even built like that. Like a lot of these niggas, a lot of these kids is spoiled. They were spoiled growing up. Didn't have a fucking problem with getting clothes. Didn't have a problem with roof over their head, or you know what I'm saying. Didn't have a problem. They never got on a fucking metro bus. You know what I'm saying. So you have to understand, bro. Like a lot of these kids just in it because it's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. Like I know a lot of people that were spoiled. Family come from a good family where they mama and daddy got money, whole family got money, but they still decided to hustle because I guess they thought it was the thing to do. Yeah. So, I mean, I never respected that. You know what I'm saying? To each his own. I just don't respect it. Because if my people had a situation, I would never have gotten in the streets and sold no drugs, bro. Yeah. Like, you crazy, bro? We already got the money that y'all trying to get out there. And you know, I
think it's music though. I'm sorry for cutting you off. The music
definitely music
want to crash out like that.
Definitely music is an influence to people. That's why, you know what I mean, so much is I do talk about that life, but I also give consequences too. Like shit happens if you do that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm, you know, reliving my past through my fucking music. So I'm not saying that you go out there and sell some dope, but if you're doing it, you know, my music could be the music that you get money to.
Yeah. Because you talk about getting that shit now. And I know you.
Oh yeah, I mean that was my life. So you know, that was my life, and you know, I got to keep it transparent. You know, the thing about music is it's supposed to be telling your story. Yeah. But most people that's in the music industry not telling their real story. They either telling somebody else's story or they came up with a story. Yeah. You know, it's fictional characters. Yeah. So, you know, but me personally, I just like to keep it authentic when I do my music. So it's my life. It's the life I live.
That's dope, man. So you speak about your kids a lot. Do you have any sons? You got a son?
Yeah, I got a son. That's my oldest. He about to be 14, actually.
14. So when your son listen to your music and watch the web series, watch your videos, is he coming to you like, Pops, like, why you have to do that type of stuff, or what is he saying? Like, how is he embracing that?
The type of father that I am, I'm a transparent dad. I don't want to be like life is all peaches and cream. No, because he's actually been around. I had him when I was 19. So he been around for the prison bids, the jail bids, the being on a run, that lifestyle. So he was there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe whether he was too young to know about it or not, he was there. So of course I have to have these talks with my kids about the reality of the real world, not the sugar-coated world that most parents like to teach their kid. Then when their kid get old enough to realize it on their own, that life is a whole different thing, they fucked up. They don't know how to take it. They don't know how to move accordingly. So I always school my kids even all the way down to the baby girl. You know what I'm saying? I got to school all my kids about the reality of life, like what's really going on. Like this could happen if you do this. You know what I'm saying? There's consequences for your actions. You know what I'm saying? It's just everything. I just have to be real with them because they're gonna have to experience it when they get older anyway.
So, are you not afraid that some of the things you put in your music might rub off on your son because he might just become a fan of it? And it's like, damn, my dad did this shit. It sounds cool.
But
so it's like,
exactly. You're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah, but I'm also teaching them and leading them by example that, son, this is where I was at when I was coming up. I felt like I had to do this because I didn't have a dad like you got that's, you know what I mean, making sacrifices so that you can have a better future. So basically, I'm showing him that he can be something bigger than what I was. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to my dad. My dad was there. He didn't promote me doing the shit that I did, but me on my own, I went out and did it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my parents. I mean, they, you know what I'm saying? Even though my mother, she was addicted to drugs and, you know, was going through that over a course of my life. But for the most part, you know, they wouldn't promoting me to do this shit. I just something that I did because it was a part of my environment. Yeah. And I took, I took a liking to it because I always liked to get money. So therefore, that was one of the things I decided to do. Yeah. But remember, to get back to your question, I have to explain to my son that, listen, this is what your dad was doing, but you see what he's doing now, and I'm making way more money doing this than I did when I was doing that. Yeah. So, and I'm not going to jail no more. Yeah.
So it balances though. You ain't got to worry about that no more.
I know, but still,
you know,
it's a habit, man. I've been doing that shit for years.
I think that's so wood, right?
Yeah, we've been doing that shit for years, bro. Yeah. So it's just a habit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just keeping the good luck on my side, man. I've been moving correctly in my life, so I want to keep and staying on the same page.
Yeah, man. Well, that's dope, man. I'm glad you're able to like balance that out. You know Definitely. What I'm saying with your son, man. So like I said, man, I always appreciate you coming through,
no doubt, bro.
Us the real, giving us some advice and just giving out free game, man.
Yeah, definitely. Each one teach one, man. It's the only way we're gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? They do it in every other racing culture. We the only racing culture that want to keep it from each other. That's why we don't grow as a race because we all in competition with each other when it should be the opposite.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna wrap this up though, but you just said something that I want to touch on. So about the credit thing, I don't hear you talk about that a lot. For real, about credit and having good credit instead of the money. So how you feel about the credit thing? Are you right now getting your credit together right now?
That's a fact. Yeah, I can honestly say that that's a major importance. Yeah. Actually, the song "Level Up," shout out to that song. Yeah, that's on my album. That's one of the most popular songs on the new album, Hustler Dreams. And it's basically talking about that type of stuff. It's saying like, save your money, invest in real estate, credit straight. Yeah. Getting life insurance so you ain't got to get no GoFundMe once you pass away. It's just basically talking about that type of stuff, and that's what we need to be preaching more. Because credit is very important. It's some houses and apartments that you can't get unless you got good credit, no matter how much money you got. You know what I'm saying? So credit is very important, and like right now, like my credit is going in a great direction right now, and you know what I mean? I'm proud of myself because I done did some BS. You know what I'm saying? Like growing up, not caring about credit, and like when I graduated from high school, I started college. Didn't finish college, but started college. They was offering me all this type of money and credit, and I just took it. And I ain't gonna hold you. I took the money and cashed out the money and bought drugs with it, and flipped drugs in the streets off of credit that they gave me. I think I had like $2,500 worth of credit, and I was just taking the cash advances off the credit and going up and reading up and grinding drugs with that shit.
But that's not really bad. I mean, that's smart too.
It is, but
you should have paying that shit off though.
And that's what I didn't do. I fucked up my credit. So you know what I'm saying. And then over the years, I was a cash nigga. So you know what I mean. Most of my life, I was a cash nigga. So I didn't really care about bank accounts or shit like that until I started opening up businesses. Then it was like, oh, okay. So now I'm dealing with banks. So now I gotta fucking worry about. So now I gotta get my credit right. So I started working on getting my credit right, and now I'm in a good position in life. You know what I'm saying? Like touching the 700s and about to be moving into the 8s and shit like that. It's time to go to the next level.
A lot of artists don't talk about credit. Right. They say, oh, F credit, I just want cash. You know what I'm saying? But, me, I want my credit right, and then I'll take the money secondly. But I want my money, I want my credit right so I can be able to get the things I want and be able to just show that, I'm going to pay things on time and I'm consistent. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much my way, my lane. That's the direction I would prefer to go in.
Man, but having cash and credit makes you unstoppable in this world. Having cash and credit makes you unstoppable. Credit is important, like I was saying. Some houses, some things you can't even get unless you got a good credit score. They like, oh, let me check your credit. Everybody want to check your credit nowadays, and that's in the streets and in the fucking regular world. They want to make sure you legit in the street, you're credible in the streets. And in a regular business world. So get your credit right, man. I'm promoting getting your credit right. buying real estate, getting life insurance, doing all the things that make you a successful human being.
Yeah. So, man, like I said, man, I think they're going to learn a lot, man.
Definitely.
Learned a lot, man. Appreciate you coming. Like I said,
every time, bro. It's always a good building session,
yes,
my guy.
Sir, man. Yes, sir. We got to really, we got to get a little bit more closer and really put some things in motion and shit.
Keep working,
I really mess with you.
Yeah, bro. I'm looking to get some property soon down here in Atlanta too, so I could be out here a lot more.
Move out.
I got a lot of business out here, and I just like the vibes. The energy is great.
Did you say you was gonna move out here last year?
Man, I'm telling you, bro.
What's up? What's that?
Business, bro. Yeah. And I've been on tour all last year.
Isn't it cheaper here than New York?
And it's beautiful for the same $1,500 that I could spend there. I could get a fucking
nice
mansion.
Ass,
you know what I'm saying? Until I buy a house, you know what I mean, out in this way. But I'm coming soon, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's a bet I'll be here within the next year. Yeah. I'm gonna put that on everything, man.
Hey, when last time you talked to your boy OJ the Juice, man?
OJ the Juice. I actually texted him a couple of days ago when my album dropped. Okay. Shout out to Big Bro. You know, he working. He got a lot of shit going on this year, 2020. I actually texted him a couple of days ago, the new album and shit. So, yeah, definitely.
All right, man. Well, look, man. We finna get up out of here, man. I ain't mean to hold you up, man. Anything
no doubt, bro, man. You already know. Ponzo Houdini, Hustler Dreams album out right now. Make sure you follow me on all social media platforms, all streaming sites. New music, new everything on the way. Be on the lookout for that new merch. It's Ponzo Houdini. Cake Balls. Buffalo, New York. We in the fucking building, you heard?
Yes, sir. And this your boy, RichinFaithTV. We out.